He's the ghost with the most. Beetlejuice nails up next. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Gigi. These are our colors for the day. And we're also going to use this beautiful Saviland non-stick 3D gel, blah, blah, blah. 3 of the nails are going to be white, or they're going to start out white. They're still going to have white, but they're going to have more. You saw the thumbnail. Then we're going to do this really pretty green on the thumb and a gorgeous purple for the ring finger. And here we are after 2 coats. Now on the pinky, we're going to do stripes, and we're going to do black and white stripes because that's Beetlejuice's suit. Elephant in the room, my stripes are not the best. The second striped nail is going to be this beautiful green. Let me tell you, the longer the brush, the easier it is. I'm going to even look for a longer one. I used to have one that would flop like a noodle, right? But it was perfect for striping. Over the years, it got, worn out, and I need a new one. So if you guys know a good one, let me know in the comment section because I want to buy it. And then our third striped nail will be purple. Now on the green one, we're going to add just a small area. I guess it's going to be about 1/3 of the nail, maybe a little more, where we're just going to lay down a black square that we can draw on. And it's just super simple, nothing crazy, just laying down the polish. I'm using the striper brush just to get some nice good lines at the top and the bottom. And wow, totally just my whole head blanked. I thought about whether or not I should just lay down the black on top of just the white and then paint the stripes after I painted the black. But I realized if I want the stripes to really match up, I need to do it in one smooth line. And so that is why I'm just painting the black on top of the stripes. You can do it any way that actually makes you happy. Guys, don't forget to clean that wand off when you're using these liners because it will drip a lot. So clean up that wand. I know I've already said that, but I'm going to say it again. And no, I'm never buying liner polishes again. I have liner brushes. That's what they're for. I don't like all the extra cleaning off you have to do to make these liner brushes work. I don't think it's worth it. If you disagree, let us know why in the comment section, because all opinions are valid as far as art goes, right? Whatever works for you is what works for you. There's no reason for you to change that just because I don't like something. But let us know below why you are a fan of them so that we can maybe try what you're doing, right? Maybe you'll change our mind. There you go. So now that we have that, I'm going to go ahead and come in with just a little base coat, because using that liner brush to put all that on there, it left it a little texture, right? So I'm going to go ahead and buff it out, but I want to have a base coat so that I'm not just removing the black, right? I'm removing the base mostly. And if you do get any, breakthrough of the color underneath, just come in with your little liner and give it a tiny touch up. It works perfectly. Now, on top of that surface we created, we're going to come in with our no feet, which is, just a little bit from the movie where Winona Ryder's character, I'll tell you in a minute, guys. Winona Ryder's character, I don't remember, Lily or something? I don't remember. She knows that the Maitlands are ghosts because they have no feet, right? Isn't that how it goes? Let me give you guys a full disclosure. Even though I really enjoyed making this set and I do enjoy the imagery that you see from Beetlejuice, I'm actually not really a fan of the movie. Me and my former husband went there went to see it at the theater, and both of us were just like, what? And huge Michael Keaton fans as well, guys. I love Michael. I like his work. He's my Batman, right? Let's keep it real. He's Batman. But no, didn't like Beetlejuice. So I do like the imagery though. I love how cute the nails are when you make Beetlejuice nails. And so I couldn't resist the trend, but I do resist the movie. There you go. And I certainly wouldn't say his name 3 times because I would not want him to show up. There it is. So we're just making our ghosts who have no feet, just billowy little sheets, little sheet ghosts. Guys, I'm going to take a quick break for a drink. Here we go. Wow. I needed that a lot. Thank you. Thank you, and I apologize. So we're just going to finish up our ghosts. Both of the ghosts and all the words are going to get 2 coats just to make sure that they show up really nice. They pop off that black because the black likes to show through a little bit, right? And once we finish up this ghost, or at least his body, he still needs eyes. And we're going to mix up a little bit of black with the white to make kind of a gray. Not kind of a gray. Why would it be kind of a gray? It's gray. To make a little gray, a very light gray, to give us sort of some shadowing at the bottom of the ghosts. You'll see. You'll see. Wait, did I? I hope you'll see. My head is like, did we get that in the edit? I might have been, I don't know. If I did, it's coming up. Here comes his eyes, or their eyes. It's a guy and a girl. Little black dots for the eyes. A simple dotting tool will work. If you don't have dotting tools, guys, they're not expensive. Just grab a little set. You probably get some for like $5 or something. Okay, I screwed up. I'm realizing, and I didn't get the graying in. You'll see it when you see the nail again. I just did a tiniest outline around the bottom to give sort of a shadowy look. I'm sorry. I was running late on this video, and honestly, by the time you guys get it, it's probably going to be closer to 4 than 3:30. And I apologize, but thank you for understanding. Actually, what had happened, I was babysitting this week with my grandson and my granddaughter. She doesn't really need me to babysit her, but she cannot. I mean, she's old enough to babysit her brother, but she has to go to school and what have you. And my daughter and her husband were hosting and masters of ceremony at a convention here in town. I live in Las Vegas. And so they needed some help with that. And so I babysat for a couple days at their house. And so I really didn't have a lot of time to get this set both created and edited. So there's that. So we're using, sorry I was yakking during this part, we just made a nice noodle shape, like a thin noodle shape with spaghetti, I guess you'd say spaghetti noodle shape with our 3D gel. And now I'm just placing it on the nail. I'm just cleaning up the part that got stretched out and messed up. And I'm placing it on the nail like the sandworm, wrapping around the nail. This is a very common 3D element that you would find in a Beetlejuice nail. Now, if I had had more time, guys, I probably would have tried. Look at this, is messy. Guys, I'm going to tell you right now, this is messy. I probably would have tried to do the head. I did not have time because the head is kind of like the alien head, except for a snake, where there's an open mouth and another head coming out. Although on the alien, it's just that little snapping mouth. It's not a full head. You guys know, I told you last week, I believe it was, that Aliens is my favorite movie. Watched it while I was making this set, actually, because I don't have to look at it the whole time. I know I can see it in my mind's eye while it's happening on screen. I can just be working, but still know exactly where we are. So there you go. Now this part, I'm just adding a little embellishment, a little dot along the top and the bottom, or a little row of dots. And honestly, I wasn't sure how I felt about it until I got the top and the bottom on. And then I was like, you know what? I kind of dig it. I'm not upset about it. You could definitely leave this or any other element off if you choose to do a set like this. I would think the stripes are essential. But there's so many elements in the movie that you can pick and choose what you like. It doesn't have to be no feet. You could write Beetlejuice if you have that lettering skill. I chose no feet because the O is the only rounded part, right? Now we're going to go ahead and come in and just paint our little sandworm white. The gel itself is white, but it's kind of a grayish white, and so I wanted it to be a little more of an actual white. So we're going to come in and paint it, because this French tip white from DND is white. It's white. So I think that'll work just fine. Guys, going to totally admit to you, I could have painted the white a little better. There's no. I'm not lying about that. I could have done I was tired when I made this set, so everything could have been better. I don't always sleep great when I'm with my grandson. He's crazy, but it wasn't just him. It was also the dogs. There's so many dogs when we're all together, and they kept me awake the last night I was there. And I also had a little bit of a tummy thing, I think from In-N-Out Burger, but it could be something else. I don't know. But, there you go. Now we're done painting. We're going to come in with a cleanup brush. You don't want to leave this mess behind, right? You just don't. So we're going to go ahead and give everything a little cleanup. I'm going to cut that part short because really nobody needs to see all of it. There we go. All cleaned up. But I forgot to cap the edges on this. Don't forget your edges, because that would definitely show up if once you had your nails done and people are looking, they'd be like, why aren't the edges white, right? So it would look funky if you didn't remember to just hit all the little spots, okay? Then we're going to come in with that same liner polish and make some little stripes. That's it. Sandworm is black and white striped, or white with black stripes, or black with white stripes. You tell me. I trust you. I trust you to just tell me what you think. And we're going to do that, of course, along the entire body of the snake or the worm. And we are also going to do this exact thing on the green thumbnail. I just decided not to show it twice because, I didn't think you needed it twice. You know what I'm doing. You see it, right? You're very smart. Very smart. Don't forget to have your cleanup brush handy, because painting this was a little messy. It was a little messy. So definitely make sure that you have that handy for the extra dots, right? And then if you're a little shaky hand like me, having that little extra cleanup situation, it's not going to do you wrong. So we're just continuing along on the body paint. The body paint, that's funny. And once we get done, we'll pop that in the lamp. Actually, I am popping it in the lamp with each section just to make sure I don't accidentally touch anything, make a mess, have to try to clean it up while preserving what's next to it. Whew, that just seemed like a lot to me. So make sure any dots you're getting on the purple part or the green part, whichever, that you're cleaning that up before you put it in the lamp. It's pretty important. And make sure you try to get it, like all the way around, except, the part where it's touching the nail. Now let's come in with, this is a little base coat. I'm just going to put down a base coat, and then we are going to add a couple of gems to this one and the other striped nails as well. And we're going to stick with purple and green. We're going to do purple on the green and also on the black and white striped nail. And then the green ones you see down there are going to go on the purple nail. But I'm just going to show you this one because it's exactly the same on all three nails. Except the pinky nail, I chose smaller ones, of course, so they would fit. So I'm just doing a weird little juxtaposition of the gems. I did a slightly smaller one in the middle, two larger ones on the outside of that, and then two really small ones just to sort of cap the edges. And I have to say, I kind of dig how it came out. I'm not upset about it. Let's go ahead and come in with the beautiful and shiny top coat. That middle stripe, a little bit too fat. Guys, I'm sorry, I was just too tired to make a new one. Sometimes that's how it's going to go. Then we're going to come in, and don't forget, you want to get top coat on all the nail, but in between the body of the snake, you're going to want to come in and make sure you don't have anything building up against the snake, because it likes to pool up. It's gel, it flows, it likes to pool. It likes to collect and settle, so make sure that you clean all that up. And then I would recommend holding the nail upside down to give everything a chance to just self-level and lose any ridges that you might get from aggressively pulling away that gel from in between the body. But once you get that top coat on there, it's so pretty, right? I really, really love this nail. I really, really actually love this entire set. Even though, excuse me, even though Beetlejuice isn't one of my favorite movies, it was so fun to make it, and it was so fun imagining that people who love this movie would get joy out of seeing the set. So you could also maybe do the black section in the middle in a matte. Like you could do this and then come back and do a matte top coat. But again, that would be an extra bit of work. But it might be, eye-catching. And you could also, instead of just doing dots, you could do black gems on the top and bottom of that, or just leave it blank, right? Whatever makes you happy. But this is our finished set, guys. Let me know what you think about these in the comment section below. Would you wear them? Is Beetlejuice a movie that you enjoy, or would you just leave these for somebody who likes Beetlejuice more? Let me know what you think in the comment section. Which one's your favorite nail, too? Which one's your favorite? Guys, I want to thank you so much for coming by today and watching this video with me. Thank you for your patience and understanding when a video is late a little bit. I do appreciate you guys so, so much. We are going to see you next week for lots more videos. Until then, bye-bye.